What's up, gang? Hope you're doing well. This video was sent to us by Tricky. Our homie Tricky said that I might like this one, or I might enjoy this video. So this is by Driven Basketball. Only 100 subscribers, 2,000 views on the video. So I'm interested to see what this is. Quentin Grimes and Nasir Little All Access. Let's get
yesterday, and I texted him last night just to see like how he felt, because you guys are supposed to go solo today. But like I told you, we absolutely crushed it. Like, you guys went hard. You went a really long time, but we built like shooting within those concepts. So I hit Nas and I'm like, hey, can you do the same workout again today? Not same, but like where we would take the next progressions. But I was worried about your body, you know what I mean, coming back from your knee and all that. But he said, yeah. Like getting it right. Yeah, we don't want to overdo it. But like at the end of the day, I think the great ones could stack it again, but then build upon those progressions. Does that make sense? And then tomorrow we'll go solo, do a bunch of shooting. So in a way it's the same workout, not completely, but we're gonna just layer this stuff all the way up. So can you show up and perform again on back-to-back days, especially in the off season when, like I said, sometimes other guys are just kind of working here, and like we're gonna spike this shit a little bit. Does that make sense? Hey, let's get just nice and slow all the way up. Good. Just gonna move our body.
I haven't seen this. I like this. Again, for you guys know my thoughts on warm up, especially with ball handling. Get the body moving, get the hands moving, get some coordination going. Like whatever it is, I think you can get as wacky as you want to. This actually looks very solid, very simple, very basic way to get into some dribbling and get a warm up going. I like it.
Body, move our ball. Good. Get everything connected.
Move our body, move our ball. I like it.
All the way up. Really good. Hey, 1, 2, 1, 2. Even if you need to look at your spot, I want perfect dribbles. That thing was getting behind us a little. Great. Nas, that's great. Really, really good. Good. Hey, we got to do this one good. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let it come all the way up. 1.
Again, I don't mind these. I always think that to start off your practice, like have like a little routine. Every trainer is going to have their own that they get into as well, and what like gets everyone into a rhythm and going. So I don't usually break into these and overly analyze them too much. I like this.
Perfect. Turn your torso. Nice. Stretch. Damn, you do yoga this morning, QG? Look at that. Huh? Starts to feel like it's on a string a little bit, huh? Just sit. And then again, you came yesterday.
And he's using this time to talk to the athletes and getting them like focused and build rapport and stuff. This is good.
And one crazy handle thing.
Coaching on the run.
Wide crosses. Wide crosses.
Don't have to stop them all the time and be like, guys, stop. Let's all do that. You can talk as they're going. Like, chill out. This is good.
Good. Here we go. Pay attention, guys.
And again, I've spoken about free. There's a lot of stuff in this workout already. And again, I know it's edited. I don't have context for it, but so far, a couple things I like. He's getting into, like, I always get some free throws up. I try to use every break, every transition into every drill. I try to get a game like free throw situation. So maybe it's like, all right, go to the line. You got one free throw. You only get one shot. You don't get to warm up. You don't get to practice. It's just like you got one free throw. Just like in a game, maybe you get fouled, you get an and one, you get one shot. You got three, you got fouled on a 3-pointer, whatever it is. But I just try to do that as much as possible to build those mental habits, try to build like those situational things. It looks like that's what they're doing here.
Pay attention. You guys got to make 5 so the same series we did yesterday, but we're going to kind of do it from the wing. Once we make 5 together as a group, like once we get 4, if Quentin Grimes is on number 5, Naj, you could go ahead and go over to the other wing so we're ready and trot your butt over there so we get warm. But just 1, 2, punch, freeze, no jump, straight up. Do you got me? So just, and remember, the best thing we did yesterday was as that ball's coming up with that second dribble.
Onside step.
I'm not going too far, but we drive it as the ball's coming up. 5 of them.
Oh, a little dig step. Okay, I think I didn't see the workout that they did before. You guys know I'd be extremely pedantic with the footwork. I think it could always be, if we're doing stuff where we're going into a freeze and all that, but most coaches just aren't coaching this stuff very much. So I'll give him a pass, because maybe what he's focusing on is this. If they're freezing, obviously it's a balance thing that they're trying to work on. So I will say the focus of this is not to be perfect here to here. The focus is to have some movement and then stopping and freezing. I'm assuming that's what they're working on. So I'll give it a pass.
Perfect. No jump. I'm telling you, just do that.
Well, now into a crossover step into a 1-2. Okay, I'm starting to have some issues with with this, because again, all right, I'm about to go on a rant, and this has nothing to do with the trainer, because again, I have no context for this. This is 3 minutes into a workout that I think is pretty good, but I just think there's so many things that we miss out on as trainers that if we're going to be there and do it, we might as well do it, right? Like, so with kids, if you're making them run sprints, I don't think there's anything wrong with making kids run sprints, but if you just make them run 30 sprints a day just because, like, okay, like what's our purpose for running sprints? If it's to get faster, if it's conditioning or whatever, let's work on those things. Let's emphasize those things. So one thing I do whenever I'm having kids run suicides or sprints, I'll give a time limit and stick with it. Say, hey, we got to make it in 33 seconds. If we don't make it, we go again. And maybe it's just one punishment, something like that, but just go, okay, so I know they're running fast enough. Now, every time you touch the line, like you got to alternate feet. So you got to go right foot stop, next time left foot stop, next time right foot stop, because you're building the stop and go, the stop and go, the stop and go, but you're building the stop and go with your right foot and with your left foot. Anyways, all that to say, we just skip all of that stuff. And then we start building these imbalances with athletes. Let's just say an athlete naturally just goes right foot every single time. They're building so many imbalances that then you put them into a different drill and you expect them to be as good going right as left as right. And it's like, well, you're not building that up. All of that to say, when I watch this, if we're not starting from the same foundation, it's hard to end up with the same result. So is this Quentin Grimes and Nasser? Anyways,
I'm not going too far, but we drive it as the ball's coming.
The coach goes
As that
onside step.
ball's coming.
Look at that big onside step. You guys know that's my move. that's my move. Huge fan of the onside step. My dogs are going crazy. Huge fan of the onside step.
Coming up.
Because you can get into this 1-2 stop now. This is quick. Boom, big onside step, one dribble pull up. To me, that's as efficient as you can be. There's no wasted movements, no wasted steps. Now if you can go full speed forward and get a layup that way, full speed forward, get a dunk that way, and full speed and stop into a pull-up jump shot, that's so hard to guard. That's pace, right? That's the multi-level scoring. That's so many options going one direction.
With that,
as soon as you start introducing different footwork, it becomes a different move and a different thing that you're training.
second dribble. I'm not going too far, but we drive it as the ball's
So watch this. So instead of a big onside step, this is now a dig step.
coming up.
And I'll talk about why this is important.
5.
Now it's a dig step. It's not a huge onside step, which is okay. Okay. I don't want you to always get bogged down in terminology, but he's already thinking about stopping is what this tells me. He's already thinking about stopping and doing the shot.
5 of them.
He's already thinking about the stop portion. He's not actually going full speed like he's trying to dunk it. He's going half speed because he knows he's stopping. And then this guy does it even worse.
No jump. I'm telling you, just
He does a negative step into a crossover step.
do that.
It's easy to stop when you're not going full speed, right? Like, so anyways, all of that to say, this is why I think it's so important for us to be either overly pedantic and get it perfect or just don't care at all. I'm like, why are we even going into this stop, freeze, pull up? Like, either don't care or let's get it right. That's my thought with the pro trainers and skills trainers. I'm just like, we either need to nail it down or we're kind of, it's a lot of busy work. This is like a good workout.
Good. Handle the ball, find your rhythm. 2. Good.
Dig step again.
Come on, detailed. Hand.
Shuffling, like a little shuffle into a negative step. Like, to me, this guy doesn't have good enough footwork going forward. So do we need to work on his full speed into a pull up? He probably, if he can't go full speed, what are we working on?
Handle footwork. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Good. Watch him right here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Good. 1. Thank you. Come on, try it. Now we're 1, 2. We punch. We just half a freeze and we're jumping. So just stop a little bit, then jump. A little bit of a freeze. Perfect. Good. Elbow through the ball all day now. Elbow through the ball all day. Nice. You know why your wrist hurts today? Because we shot a million fucking shots yesterday. Move your body down. Great rep. That's what I want. Come on. Up. Now push.
So yeah, it looks like he's just hyper fixated on the stop and the balance. But again, this is one of those things where it's like you might master a drill, but you're not mastering the application of the drill. Does that make sense?
Trust it.
And again, this is not me saying it's wrong. I have zero context for this workout. I have no clue what, like, I'm just giving my opinions and thoughts.
Great posture. Here we go. Good play. Honestly, these are the workouts that like make me want to work out again. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? Like I miss the shit like where you just want to like extra dribble on our freeze now. 1, 2, punch. Way to execute.
So yeah, I just think like these are world-class athletes. And this is the part where I think we do our athletes a disservice. So whenever I teach, and this is me, this is not him. He might be a great trainer. Whenever I teach this sort of stuff, like I'm thinking about covering distance, covering space, every dribble, because you got to think you've got an elite athlete guarding you as well. So that's why I want my footwork to be perfect. If you have to take a backward step to go forward to the 3-point line, look how many steps he took. Let's look at this. How hard is this to guard? He goes 1, 2, 3 steps, and look where he gets to. This guy, how tall is he? He's 6'6". Is he 6'6" athlete? 6'5" athlete? And with 3 steps, he can only get to there. For me, I'm like, hey, 1 step should get you there. Your second step, if you do a side step, that should get you to the corner. Like we're moving, we're covering space, because once you move a lot with 1 dribble or 1 step, that defense has to cover a lot with 1 dribble, 1 step. Right. So then every move you're making them move. That's where your counters come in. That's where your step backs come in. That's where the whole game flows, from being able to move them and get to space, get from point A to point B in the least amount of steps, least amount of dribbles, least amount of time, etc.
Way to execute, sir. I want that extra dribble right now.
Same thing. How many steps?
Way to execute, sir. I want that extra dribble right now.
1, 2. Okay, 2 steps. Not bad. 1, a little shuffle.
Guys, way to fucking listen.
Like, that's not bad, but I can get from that, even now being old, just because I have good footwork, I can get from that 3-point line to that sidestep spot they're doing with just 1 dribble.
Go. Good job.
And these guys can do it too. I'm not saying I'm special. It's just, but you got to build that, because that's what scoring is.
You're going to crush it again. And you guys have all done pro workouts, NBA workouts. That's the difference. Why do I want that extra dribble right now? Because it takes away all of, yes, change of pace, and it takes away all of our momentum. Yes. Come on. Everyone just wants to dance and glide. You don't always get to do that. Good. And this is the pace we're going to play off with the pick and roll again, right? Where we get there and we change pace and make a pass. Come on.
And again, in a game, is your footwork going to be perfect? No, but again, that's why it's like practice being perfect. Practice it on hard mode. Sorry, practice it on hard mode, so that when you're in the game and you do have some leniency, when you do have some momentum, when you do have movement, when things aren't perfect, hopefully those habits snap in, and you're more efficient than that defender is. You're better with your footwork than the defender is, etc.
Over. Great. Great. Other side, Quentin Grimes. Nas, that might have been your best handle of the day. Nas, let's go, baby. Really good. Come on, come on. Punch it. Great footwork. I have not had a coach you guys.
Again, he went crossover step there, though.
Punch it.
Oh, the tiny dig step. Crossover step, covering the distance. So again, I don't think there's a wrong or right way, but it's like, pick one.
Great footwork. I have not had a coach you guys' footwork on this stop either side. Let's go. Good. Big dribbles. Big here. Quentin, I'm telling you.
It's just so much wasted. Can you guys see it, or am I being like overly pedantic? Because it's just a lot of wasted movements. In it, if this is a controlled environment, no defense, no time pressure, no game pressure, like this is the time to get it right, because they're not going to have a trainer here with them all the time. So get them to understand what perfect is, what the best rep is, what the most, like what the what the goal is, because they're going to be doing a lot of this stuff on their own without a trainer, without a coach there. And that's when it gets a little sloppier, and it's like you'd expect that.
Stay with me. Do not get bored. 2 more progress. We got one more, both sides, and another one. Hey, we're up. Hey.
And again, I like when the progressions just like seamlessly lead into each other, but it's also like, I like them to be like Lego blocks. So when I teach, when I teach getting to the basket, so it's like full speed right. Then I teach full speed 1 dribble pull up. Then it's maybe full speed into a step back, like a retreat dribble. But then everything starts over. Now you can go full speed right, full speed 1 dribble pull up, full speed left 1 dribble pull up, full speed left all the way to the basket, like the Lego blocks. So no matter where you are on the court, they all piece together. This is like I don't know how to explain it. It's like get to this spot on the floor and then into it's like there's different moves there's 100 different moves you can make, 100 different options, and it's I think simplifying it makes it much easier to understand, but also much easier to perfect.
Right. But as soon as we added creativity, or we had like competition or speed, what happened? We started having bad what? We haven't had one yet. So I think the great ones, especially, and all the ones I've been around, whether it was in OKC, I got to watch KD and Russ, right? Giannis, all those different guys. When you come down, or like Dame especially, 1 thing great, 2 things great, but then guys start to get like tired on 3, or can't focus on 4. Dame's like maniacal, like 1, 2, 3, 4, and crushes it. And that's like the next step for you guys.
This is a point I talk about a lot. So that's why I set up 3 cones sometimes in a row, and then like 3 cones in a row, or four in a row. Sorry. So it's like, do your move. It's like you've had to do it 3 times, get on balance, 3 times, get on balance, 3 times, get on balance. That 4th time, it's live, boom, and you're going straight into it. But if you get off on the first one, it's going to make the second one tougher, the third one tougher, the 4th one almost impossible. If you can get 3 in a row perfect, then that 4th one is live. It gives you a chance to get all the way to the basket, 1 dribble, slap glass, whatever. I think this is extremely important because that's how games are played. I might have to leave early in a second. My dog going crazy back here.
Do all 4. 1 can't be perfect, and then 2 average. Like they all got to be freaking great. Here we go. All 4 parts. Come on. Great. Here we go. All 4 parts. Come on.
Footwork. Negative step. Crossover step. 1 foot is doing all the work. Negative step, crossover step. Into a 1 dribble pull up. Again, like a little shuffle.
Up.
Not really covering distance. Onside step. I like this. But not going anywhere with the onside step.
So that's all 4 parts.
Let's see how many steps that was to
Up.
That's just a lot of movement
parts.
To not cover a lot of space, to not make the defense have to guard like specific things.
See, I can tell when your mind's in a good place because you just flow better. You miss it, but you know what I mean? You're just like, leave your foot out, pull back. So back.
All right, we'll see the next progression.
Good. Makes sense. So on that warm up for freaking 20 minutes right there, here's what I was telling them, for 22 minutes just now. And again, you guys like Nas, when we're talking shit to him, when you're like clap, 22-minute warm up with all handle, all footwork, and all pickups. How many perfect dribbles did you just take? A ton. So like Trey freaking was a math teacher, right? I'm gonna have him go count, because if you just did 1, 2, punch, and you guys did 10 sets on that side together, that's 30 perfect dribbles then. And a glide, and a split, and all like that.
The concept is right here. He's right with the math part of it, but this is the issue I had with the workout, right? Like, to me, that's why, like, get the footwork right, so that when you're dribbling, you're trying to blow by the defender, that footwork has to be good. So we just did a lot of those reps with pretty like non-existent footwork. So now you're getting into your second layer when the first layer is not fixed. So it's like, we had 30 perfect dribbles. It's like, right, but you can get way more perfect dribbles if you also have the perfect footwork, if you have a better foundation. Anyways, I don't want to harp on this too much. Again, I will do my research. I'll look him up and see who he is. If you guys know, like, I'd love to have some of that feedback. You guys are usually pretty good with that. I won't watch the whole thing. I just don't want it to come off as too negative, but Driven Basketball, go subscribe. This was overall good, right? Like, you guys just know I'm extremely pedantic, and I like to point out all of these things, especially when there's no context for these workouts. I just think that's something we have to get better at in this coaching and training industry. What's the context? Why are we doing this workout? Why are we putting it up online? And I know there's a lot of you that are saying, like, oh, it's their own workout, they can do whatever they want. I get it, but you're putting it online for a reason, right? So we should be as accurate and give as much information. Otherwise, people are taking this and running with it, and it's like they don't know what this is for. And honestly, it might not be good or it might be great. So having that context, I think, is really good and helpful. But like I said, this is good so far. I'm definitely gonna be looking out for more of these videos. Tricky, thank you for sending it through. You guys, we're back. Okay, so send through your suggestions and videos you want me to watch. And yeah, take care. Love you guys. See you next one.